Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. There's always stuff happening. I told them not put them back there because they didn't want to cooperate like usual. So, to start our initiative to do more stuff outside, I've been trying to do some research on longboards and like what kind of style, what other things work for us. And I have looked up a particular board that I kind of like, but we're going to check out a store close by to see if they can actually give us some more dull details, and maybe they can help us to find a good board that Sarah and I can buy, because I really like the idea of going out to parks and so on, and in the future taking our bikes, for instance, and just do more outside stuff. Because, well, if you saw the vlog where we went out to the recreational center where we think we're going to go, well, we're going to cancel our gym memberships because of that very reason. We haven't really been going all that much, especially because we have gone out a lot. We've done P90 from December, and I personally noticed that I really didn't see all that much of a difference when it came to me exercising here and doing stuff outside or going to the gym. With all the things that we have planned to start doing activity-wise, I think it's a good excuse to save some money on not going to the gym and find excuses to go outside, walk more, and do more physical activities. And I used to skateboard a lot when I was younger. It's not the same, of course, and I think Mike was saying in his vlog when he was doing his penny board thing for the first time with the smaller board that it's so easy to unlearn that. And I completely agree, because if you've seen me ride that stupid little board, it's scary. So I'm compensating by a longboard. What the hell's that?
It's from down there. You never cleaned it. You said you would. Remember?
I clean stuff all the time. I keep finding these types of things.
The random things just show up. So this is something you might like. Upholster cleaner.
Yeah, well, I mean,
for car and house.
Judging from how that thing looks, I don't really want to touch it anymore.
I don't know.
Does it smell good?
It's okay.
Okay.
I don't know how you do it though.
You just barely, like, you put it on there and you clean it.
I don't know. I don't get it.
No, me neither.
Okay,
just throw it away. The mystery house of stuff we don't know where it comes from.
So since I have to go back to work tomorrow, I need some num-nums. So we are at Fresh Time right now. You probably want some bread. Yes? You're excited, I know. Do you want this one?
Yeah, I kind of do.
It's like a...
It's Italian style.
We call it like farmer style. Ooh! Num num num, all the nums. We also have prepared stuff. Oh, look, pretzel buns!
Don't tell her. It's our secret, okay? Every time that I go to a place, and I actually know some stuff here and there, like terms and so on, I completely shut down. I misnamed some things here and there. And it's kind of cool to see the different kind of boards in person. They look much bigger than they look online. So for her, we're not entirely sure. I think I'm going to go for a board that I have online, which is a little bit more affordable. So I'm curious about that. Stop. And we'll probably order mine first and have her test it and see if she likes it, because she's hovering between a fin-tailed ones, basically the ones that look like a surfboard, and a more smaller, compact ones with a kicktail, basically. Mainly because of her length and well size. She doesn't need as big as the one as I possibly would need. And they look really cool, so I'm really excited about doing something like that.
The kitties haven't smelled it yet, but I got something for them. Kitties! Come! Come! Let's put this here in their favorite spot. And let's wait. There's one coming. Where's the other one? Come! There we go. Yeah, you're too fascinated by this now.
Let's see how long it takes him.
Oh yeah, let's wait.
3, 2, 1, go!
good. Okay. Master of shrinking.
That's what she said.
Wow. Okay. So I'm actually opening this one up because this is my summer stuff. And my winter stuff actually fit in one bag. Because the rest I can still use. And as you can see, yeah, we are cleaning up. There's a lot of laundry stuff going on. But I hope when we actually finally clean it up, we can actually do something with this room. Because this is a room we haven't really worked with. There's stuff in there which we don't really want, like this one and the table and so on. It's just like, eh.
So while she is doing that, I actually got really excited about something else that just came in by Mr. Millman. He's my best friend because he brings me all the good stuff. I kind of spoiled it a little bit, but I wanted to do more time lapses. I've been watching other creators, filmmakers, photographers who have been doing that. And for me, it's a good excuse to go outside more, or at least stay outside more and find really cool places to capture. So I've been taking this out the last couple of weeks instead of my backpack because, well, it's a really cool, nice looking vintage camera bag basically. The only thing I would like to replace is this strap because it does cut in my shoulder and it's, well, let's just say this, it's a little bit tight and high and I'd like my bags to be a little bit more comfy, let's just say that. So I want to replace that or put a different strap on there depending on, well, what we do. But for now it works. But cool enough, it actually fits 2 cameras and 3 lenses. So right now I have my 7D, it's my trusty DSLR. Depending on the type of film we have in this has both, this has film now as well as the Rebel G that I took with me last week, Saturday or Sunday? I forgot, I think it was Saturday, when we went out to the lake. So usually I take with me my trusty 1635 2.8, 50mm because that's always beautiful. And for the Canon, since I don't really have that many lenses, I could potentially take a tele lens with me because I have the Canon version of the, it's a really weird measurement. It's a 70-210. And where else was it? I think I have a Nikon one, so I need to get adapters for these two. But I also have a 50mm, but since most photography is close up anyways, I kind of like having the 35 on me. And since it's a different mount than the newer EOS models have, I can only take one lens. And the thing I'm most excited about is a little interval, kind of like a time-lapse trigger, which was remarkably cheap considering it was, I think, $39 for the wireless one. There's a little receiver that comes with it, but I can also plug it in directly. Actually, let me show you guys the receiver. Here. Then it needs like a very special battery, and I don't have that on me right now, but this works fine. So it actually has a special connector that is for my 7D. I have the regular one. As you can see, it's not actually a regular plug. It's a smaller one. So I'm trying to look if I can find like a longer cable for that. Well, trusty knife. And this was actually really cool because I think it was Kat from Florida who sent us some really cool stuff in the past, like for instance these cameras. And she actually gave us a hand strap. Basically, there's like a little strap that you put on the side so you can hold your camera. But I want to make a strap so I can hook it up to the side, basically from a slingshot, because I like to carry out my cameras. And the problem is that, well, right now the only camera that can do that is a 70 by using a ring, which is not really ideal. Let's just say that. Not perfect because I don't like the regular camera straps. They're too short for me. And they annoy me, let's just say that. Since I can hook up this into the camera and I can still hook up to a tripod, it's really cool to have an additional strap so I can click it on. So I have to make that, this will be a little project in the next couple of weeks. If I can find a good design that works, because this needs to be like perfectly, like this needs to be holding up the max amount of strength. So if I bump into something, the camera doesn't fall off, for instance. I really want to go out more often in the next couple of months, weeks, to see if I can capture some stock footage that we can use for our own content. So let me show you guys how everything fits in there, because it fits barely. Let's see, I think I did it wrong already, but it works. So the 2 cameras going here, they hug each other like inchwise. It's fine. Usually I put one of the 2 lenses in there. And the major problem is this one, because you can see how big it is. Usually I always take this with me. I don't know really why, but it seems to work, especially when it's really sunny. And if I'm smart, usually it fits in there. nice and snug since I have some space with here. A nice spare battery can go. Nice spare battery that can go in here, including the additional things that we take with us. Whoop. So it's pretty much perfect. And since I do have just enough space to fit my iPad like in the cover part of this, I use that as a light meter for the film cameras. So far it actually has worked really good with like, I think it was a $2 app. So I'm really happy about that. And this will from now on pretty much be with me when we go outside. And we have 2 tripods, so depending on where we go, if we go somewhere planned, we take 2 tripods. Right now there's one in the trunk by default, or at least downstairs. And when we're going out, I hopefully can shoot like an hour or so of time-lapse or just have some fun. I just want to enjoy these surroundings a little bit more than I have in the past.
Jurre is so lucky with the weather.
After it being super nice the entire day. Of course, now it starts being drippy and miserable.
Yeah.
So we found a place that actually has like a gazebo, so we can at least test it out a little bit. But yeah, I'm not really that sure if it's gonna show anything.
Oh, we'll make it show something.
Yeah, as I was afraid of. It's so gray and mushy that you don't really see all much. Let's see if it shows up on camera. Yeah, that's pretty much all you see. So it's just a test. Right now it works. It's doing a 10-second cycle. Whip. It works fine. It's awesome, but yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with the weather. I mean, yes, time-lapsing is not one of the most luxurious and exciting things, but I think that walking in front of it, doing silly poses, is highly amusing. I actually grabbed a chair just now because I was like, meh, I skip on the wet stuff. Blah. That's just nature's way of telling stop. Just stop it. I mean, this camera is weather sealed, so I'm not too worried about it, but...
Well, there's not much happening to time-lapse right now besides the rain, so you could point it on the lake.
I would, but it needs to be less like this.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, this was just a test.
I mean, it works. That's the most important part.
See?
Hopefully it's nicer weather tomorrow so I can go out.
Funny part is, I just told him I'm going to Kroger and get some cheese and stuff and pick him up later, and 2 seconds later it started raining like this, so... You could do a time lapse with this, sitting in the car.